She had been very much an activist in the community through working through young girls in the Rites of Passage program and pregnancy prevention, and just trying to reinstill a lot of the values that were lost after integration. Mm-hmm. And so I grew up in that. My mother's a Choctaw and Creek and Cherokee. And so I was very much connected to the indigenous way and lifestyle.
So that make you Choctaw, Creek, and Cherokee, right?
Yes. My mother said the same thing. Why you always say I am?
Did it stop?
I know, right?
Like, oh, here come Maimouna. We can't be in the blood no more.
No, it's not true. But, you know, it's interesting because I was raised in the culture, but I was also very much raised in the hood, you know. So my experiences are a little bit, you know, different than some of my mom's experiences.
I always ask you about your moms and them, but what about your dad? I saw Dad come out. He had a mean gangster hookup, man. Did you see him? Elliot Ness, Islamic style, Afrocentric.
Hilarious. You know, it's interesting. Me and my father are we're working on a script that we're going to turn into a film in the coming years, but it's going to be about his life story. But he's a visual artist, and he's painted the story of the black experience. He grew up before integration, but he integrated a school as a 8-year-old. And so the story tells his journeys through that and how that impacted the rest of his life forever.
What has his impact been on your life? When I think of, you know, I have a 13-year-old daughter, and I've met a woman or two who didn't have something good to say about her father. Mm. How did his impact propel, support? I
am very much my father's child. Like, you know, I definitely am. And as I became an adult, I wanted to get to know my father better. And I grew up with my father, but my father also spent a lot of time in prison. So as an adult, I wanted to get to know him. This is actually why we're writing this story, because he began to write me letters from inside. About his life story, because he didn't feel like he didn't think he was going to come out, and he wanted me to know his story.
So you sang him out?
I don't know if I did. My little brother probably did. I have a little brother who has Down syndrome, and he chanted every day that my dad was inside until he came home. Like, he did like yogi mantras. Like, he's deep. I think he probably had more to do with it. You know.
But still. You took your voice, your song, your music around the world.
Yeah, yeah.
How many get to do that? I mean, when you were doing the plays in East Baltimore, did you think you would be in Nigeria, in Europe, in Asia? You been to Asia yet?
I haven't been to Asia yet. I was on my way there, but my belly was too big.
Okay.
I mean, he's very, very proud, and I really look forward to being able to travel with him as well. But yeah, I don't know that I had a whole lot of expectation. You know, I grew up in a freedom-fighting community, and I think that's all it was about for me. And everything else kind of happened, as a consequence of what I was doing. But it didn't start out like I'm doing this so I can have these other things. It was like, no, we going hard because that's what we have to do. But
did you ever feel limitations? Did you ever think there was something you could not do? We have her stumped? What?
I'm trying to think back because...
The answer is no.
Okay, no, but I'm saying that I think it's all humans growing up in this society, whether it's conscious or subconscious, no matter how much it's buried down, there is a certain fear because to do something that you've not seen done before.
I've seen you in pictures with Chaka Khan telling the slide, oh, I got this, man, I got this.
Every new ground that I break, I'm just grateful for it. I'm just,
I'm sure they're proud of you.
Yeah.
Let's get the next song. What's the next song?
The next song is, I believe it's
Oh, you're gonna play it. Let it play.